You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
Truth or Dare is the story of young people being tortured by a game-playing demon. Or is it?
It's as easy as a 1, 2, 3. Do you see what I do? Truth or dare? You stand up, or dare you? You, me. Now I think you got it. One last breath and just spin the bottle down. You know you don't need to be so worried. Even though below, I'm still thinking about it. 1, 2, 3. Let up, or dare me as well. Truth, dare. Dirty little secret. Dirty little secret. So be a little
Welcome back to the Yours at Movie podcast, where we take a look at the real story behind the story. I'm Derek.
And I mean Mark.
And today we're taking a look at, we're starting off with, I don't know if we're going to do this a month or 2 months, but just sort of a segment of the year. We're going to do the worst of 2018. And we're taking a look at some of the less than stellar movies that came out last year. Ones that we haven't done for film studies, or else Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom would definitely be on this one.
Yeah, it's more or less some of the movies that we took a look when we were going through the schedule, and we were like, nope. we are not paying ticket money to go see these to then review them. So now that they're out on
sometimes.
Yeah. Well, now that they're out on home video, we have easier access to them. So away we go.
Yeah. So we actually have. I'm not welcoming anyone to this show because of this movie. I know. I know some of these kids were on I know one's on Flash, and a lot of them are on TV.
Thank you. Yep. Violet Bean. Yep.
But I'm
from Flash.
We'll start welcoming them back once they start doing real fucking movies.
But wait, tis this not a Blumhouse?
Real good movies, or at least a string of bad ones. We can welcome back someone though, Mark.
Oh,
we can welcome back Jeff Wadlow, the writer-director of this movie.
Oh.
Who was also the writer-director of Cry_Wolf.
Oh.
Where a bunch of teens go to an old broken-down church to play a game.
Oh, good Lord.
Sound familiar?
Slightly? Wow. Oh, my God. That... Really? You plucked it right out of the recycle bin, and you and you reused it. I mean,
yep, pretty much. So, Mark, you'd never seen this before?
No, I'd seen trailers for it. Obviously, but I mean, it was one of those things. I'm like, I don't know. There was just something about it. I know Blumhouse is a good studio, but I think we talked about this before, where they'll put out a few of these, and then they're one big one. And then, which makes up for all of the ones like these.
Well, Blumhouse has the strategy of spending very little on making the movie, and hoping that they make more. Like this one was only $1 million, and it shows.
Yeah.
But they also only spent $1 million with Get Out.
Well, yeah, because really, I mean. As far as locations, okay, you have his apartment, you have the road, and then you have this mansion that they use for a couple of weekends, and that's it, right? So you're not traveling. It's not a globe-trotting movie. I think this one makes hilarious use of, I don't know, some part of the border that is really fast and loose, where they're just flip-flopping between Mexico and the United States, so much so that you'd swear it was the same country.
It's probably just the outskirts of some, Nevada town or something.
Yeah. Was it New Mexico? I don't remember. Oh no, they're near Tijuana, so.
Yeah, but I don't think they actually went to Mexico for it. Oh
yeah, it was probably somewhere outside of El Paso or whatever that passes for Mexico.
Yeah. Like this.
But I'm just saying, within the movie, though, wherever this border crossing is, should be just flooded with people just going back and forth because they get to and from this country very quickly
Yeah.
and so easily.
Yeah,
And with weapons.
thank you. I was going to say I have questions about the border security.
There is none.
Yeah.
That's the only answer.
So this movie, production budget of $3.5 million, took in $41.4 million.
Wow. So I guess there's that Blumhouse model, right? Spend low, sell high.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, I mean, it works, but...
It works. I mean, you have something like Happy Death Day, which is very good, and I highly recommend people go see it. Especially the sequel coming out very soon, if it's not already out by now. That one with $4.8 million made $55.6 million.
Wow.
125 worldwide. So, I mean, you can't argue with their strategy.
Well, yeah, I mean, even if, they always say that the numbers they send out aren't always accurate, that there's always marketing and stuff like that, but still,
yeah,
you spend 4.5, even if you spent another 5 million on advertising.
Yeah.
Which they I don't think they do, but even if you did, you're still making what, 4 times your money back?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Easily.
Easily. So, yeah, so good for them, I guess,
So, yeah, I saw this one in theaters. I saw this the same week that I saw Rampage.
Oh, yes.
And,
quick take then. Which one's the better movie?
Rampage.
All right.
Definitely Rampage. At least Rampage... Rampage knows what it is.
Yeah. It's a monster movie.
Yeah. This movie here, Truth or Dare, getting a 15% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. I think this is. I think the essential problem with this one is that we don't really get as much of the get to know your villain, other than he's a dick. That's the whole motivation. He's a dick.
Pretty much, yeah. So the basic overall for this one is a group of college students go down to Mexico for spring break. They get asked to join this mystery guy at a church. They play Truth or Dare, and then they come back home, and they have to keep playing Truth or Dare as questions are being asked by this demon. And if they don't do the dare, if they don't tell the truth, they are killed. I have to say, interesting premise. And it was the premise that got me into the theater.
Okay.
It's the execution that sucks ass in this movie.
It's that, and some of these characters, I can't tell them apart.
Oh no!
Obviously, the one, the actresses, yes, because I know one from The Flash, so I could tell her apart from some of the other girls. But the guys, all started to look. Most of them just started to look the same. Yeah. I mean,
and the acting is bad.
Well, and this is where I think they're not having to put the money in, right? This is a chance for people to, and I'm being kind here.
Yeah.
This is a chance for them to kind of have a break, right? You get, little experience, haven't quite made it yet, actors and actresses that, you give them a chance. Okay, I get that. That's cool. You save a couple bucks, and and it's someone's everybody's got to start somewhere, but
sure,
this is what you get.
Yeah, but at least try.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start off?
At the beginning, I guess.
Okay.
So we have Olivia and Marky, the two best friends.
Right.
And then Marky has a boyfriend, Lucas. Olivia is not tragically single because it's 2018. She's just caught up in her work and stuff.
Yeah, she's a YouTuber.
Yeah, she uses it for charity. I'm like, wow, that's new.
Well, YouTubers do that all the time too. So.
Oh yeah, but I mean, someone who's just focused on other people, as opposed to there's a lot of YouTubers out there that make money based on themselves. Like, this is me, this is what I'm doing, this is what I like.
That's true.
Pay money to watch me do my thing, right?
Yeah.
So so obviously they want to establish she's a good girl.
Yeah, she's the heroine of this story.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Marquis the slut.
Yes, we find out later on. Like everything looks pretty straightforward, and obviously they and was it them and Penelope, and then there's guy Tyson and Brad.
Yeah, Penelope's a drunk.
Yep.
Or an alcoholic. One of the guys is a medical student who prescribes illegal prescriptions to teenagers.
Yep. One of them is gay, but not out to his parents yet.
Right. The gay Asian character. You have the one guy is just the guy. He's the guy for the movie. He's the boyfriend of Marquis, but he's kind of in love with the main character, so there's that love triangle.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Okay, we'll get to that later. That one pissed me off.
And then you just have the asshole. The horny, not Stifler,
Ronnie?
as I call him.
Yeah, Ronnie. Yeah. Not yeah, the Stifler wannabe. Yeah. So yeah, they absolutely have to have Olivia's going to go build houses for humanity for her spring break because she's a saint.
Yes.
And yep. Do you think that went too far?
What's that?
Like do you think that went too far? Like she's so good.
It's a little heavy-handed. Oh, I'm giving up my spring break to build houses for the homeless. All right.
Yeah, what was she taking in school?
I have no idea.
You would think she would be in construction. Like she was taking a trade.
Yeah, like what's she going to do? Like she's got to be like 100 pounds sopping wet.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, what? She's not carrying a whole bunch of lumber or
no,
shingling a roof or
No, she'll be painting the side of the house. That's all she can do.
Yeah, exactly. All the 100-pounders, male or female. That's the thing. I don't even make this about gender, but I mean, you get a 100-pound dude in there, and he's got to work. Like if you're that small, you got to work extra hard to pull your own weight. So, okay. And where were they going? Like,
it doesn't matter because they don't end up going.
No, exactly.
So they convince her to come on spring break, and then so they go to Mexico because spring break.
Sure. Because Trump hadn't done his thing yet.
Right.
So.
Right. So they end up meeting the creepy guy at the bar who's not creepy, but then he just brings them to this abandoned church.
Okay, timeout.
Okay.
Yep. Now you know me. I've confessed to be a bit of a beer guy, but I tell you what, if someone says, "Hey, let's go to this abandoned church," and there's already a cooler of beer waiting, it's a trap.
Yeah, no shit.
It is a trap. My Admiral Akbarometer is going off. Like, what in the world? It's like, well, I got a place we can go. Why do you have lawn chairs and beer in an old abandoned church? And why is there no one else here when we get there? And why do you want us there? Like, this is instantly creepy to me.
And the thing is he offers to play Truth or Dare, and everyone in the group is like, "Yeah, no, man, I'm not playing Truth or Dare," except for the pervert, who wants to see some girl-on-girl action.
Yeah,
but everyone else is like, "Yeah, you know what? No, that doesn't sound cool, and you're kind of creepy." And then he's like, "Yeah, but then you can get to know all of your friends' most terrible secrets," and everyone's like, "You know what? That's a good point. Let's do that." Yeah. Yeah, we're all terrible people. We've probably got some secrets that we could, use on each other and for blackmail. Sure, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, really? Why? Why do you want to do this?
And with a stranger, no less.
Yeah. It's one thing if they were all just hanging out at a cottage or something like that.
Yeah.
In the like if they were at a cabin in the woods.
There you go.
But no, they've got to go with a total stranger. And because Olivia kind of likes this guy, well, so it must be okay.
Yeah,
everyth's fine. I guess it's the mob intel. It's like, well, there's one of him and 6 of us, so we can if we have to, we can take him.
Yeah, we can take him out if we want to. So they play.
Oh, by the way,
yep.
So sorry before we get to that. Sorry, one note I skipped here. Quick question: is it okay to leverage charity against your friend to lull them into debauchery. 1 week of spring break versus we'll go for 2 weeks for Habitat. They have no intention of doing that. Like, let's face it.
No, they were going to back out of that so hard.
Oh, absolutely. They were all going to be busy that day.
Yeah.
Week. Those 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
sorry. Do you think that during the because we get to Mexico, like I will give it this, we get into this game pretty quickly. Like we have, let's meet the characters, and then it's a montage of partying, and then let's go to the creepy game. Like that's actually somewhat quick in my book. I thought it was okay that way.
Yeah.
But do you think when they during the party montage, the director drove them down to Mexico or wherever they were filming, and it was just like, be millennial. Just go be millennial, and we'll film it.
They actually filmed their own.
Yeah?
They went out on the town and filmed themselves, and that became a part of the movie.
So I was right. Go be millennial.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Pretty much.
Oh, yes, so, and I did describe it as this. Sorry, I'm catching up here in my notes. So boy, let's set the stage. Girl meets boy, who told other boy to piss off. Boy invites girl and girl's friend to a burnt-out husk of... What kind of building was this? What, an old church?
An old church, yeah.
In the middle of nowhere?
Pretty much, yeah, in Mexico.
Yeah.
Always a good idea for an tourist American to go into this, the Badlands of Nowheresville, Mexico.
Yeah, and they're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how the parishioners got to church back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like there wasn't even a donkey path.
No.
It was weird. I almost expected there to be like lightning, like dun dun dun, like it's Frankenstein's castle. This old church. Way too much freeballing in the movie. Okay, yes, and so this game escalates pretty quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's because of the pervert. Because they get him to do a lap dance.
Yeah, they do that, and then there's like, oh, and Olivia's in love with Lucas. Like, let's just cut right to the bullshit, right?
Yeah, the assholes did that. I don't know why. But that's the one thing in this movie is that... So they play the game, and then they start to get haunted. I don't understand why the demon cares so much about everyone's relationship issues.
Yeah. Oddly invested.
Does the demon work for TMZ? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm guessing. You know, Olivia has feelings for Lucas. Find out next. You know.
Yeah.
Like, is there some sort of afterlife clickbait that's going on during this? Like, he's trying to get hits.
Yeah, it's so weird, and I'm like, why does the demon care? Like, the demon can make them do anything.
Well, that's what I don't understand. This demon has full-on possessive powers and is just, oh no, let's get them mad at each other first. Why? What is your end game here, demon?
Yeah.
Do you want to kill everybody, or
well, they say that
just see what they'll do?
We find out later on that the demon is a trickster god. It's Loki, essentially, but in the Catholic religion, whatever. I guess.
Which, as far as I know, they don't have.
Yeah. So I guess, okay, he likes to play games. Okay, fine. But at the same time, there's no reason why he's doing this. Like, there's no... Like, he was originally called on to help some nuns get back at the guy who was abusing them in the original coven.
Yeah.
The Coventry.
That's my understanding. There was it was the nunnery, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
You know?
and then but then they trapped that demon, and then these guys, Carter, this guy's name, or Sam, either or, he and his friends go to Mexico and they stumble upon the church because reasons, and they play. I guess they play Truth or Dare. And they break one of the pots, which releases the demon again, which is now blah, blah, blah.
So my understanding then is because they were playing Truth or Dare when they unleashed the demon, that's why the game continues?
Yes.
Like what would happen if they were playing Monopoly at the time, or charades?
Do
and
not
someone,
pass
like,
go.
Yeah. What if they're playing charades? When someone tripped and fell over this little urn or whatever you call it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You are stuck forever in the eternal tickle fight. Like, it makes about as much sense.
That's true. That's true.
Either.
Yeah, what if you're playing Candyland?
Candyland. Play Nicky Nicky Nine Door or die.
And why does it even care?
I don't. Yeah, what does this thing have against humanity? Like, and it turns out humans do far more damage than this thing does anyway.
True. Yeah, true. And it's like, it's some of these things that were supposed to be like, oh my god, like the Asian kid. He's gay, and his dad is homophobic. We don't see any showing of that. We just see him and his dad. No. But they tell us
we're not really even told it, are they?
Yeah, well, he tells us, he kind of hints that he's homophobic. It's like, all right. So the demon is like, truth or dare? And he's like, okay, truth. He's like, tell your dad you're gay. And he's like, I'm gay. And it works out. Like there's no evil there. Like, it's just, hey, Dad, I'm gay. Okay, well, cool. I still love you. Okay, cool. I'm going back to my friends now. Bye. Click. Gone.
Yeah, like, there's more horror in a Dr. Phil episode when people confront each other.
Yeah, like there was more horror on Dr. Phil when that Cash Me Outside chick was on. You know what I mean? It's just, I remember watching this movie and just going, what? Like, what are you talking about? And then all of a sudden, halfway through the movie, it says, oh no, well, we were playing two truths and a dare, so you can't do more than two truths in a row. Yeah,
they totally flip the friggin' like, way to shift gears mid-movie. Like, was that a last-minute Hail Mary call? They're like, shit, everyone's just picking truth. So, let's just make it so the original group was playing two truths and a dare. So,
yeah.
Now these guys got to do it too. Yeah, writing solved.
Yeah. This is, okay.
Hey, Tommy, I fixed it. Two truths and a dare, we're good,
Yeah, and this is, this is the difference between a good horror movie and a bad horror movie. In a good horror movie, the scenes play out as you would expect it to, and the horror happens to the characters in around their day, right?
Right.
Think about Halloween. It's the night of Halloween. She's babysitting, and the killer's there, right? So that's where the horror happens. In a bad horror movie like this, they do things that make no sense just to get you to the scene that they need to do. It's like, I have an idea on how to kill the medical student guy. So let's make him have, his grad school appointment, I guess, or something.
Yeah, whatever.
His next medical school meeting immediately after spring break.
Yeah.
Because why?
Yeah, shouldn't he still be... Well, because they always do this stuff well in advance, right? Like, he's going to go to whatever medical school next year, I guess?
Yeah.
So, sure, whatever.
It's like, all right. Fine.
Like, we don't know if he's going to pass this year of school, but we'll let him into medical school next year.
Yeah,
know?
Yeah. So, like, and even in that scene, so, like, the demon possesses the woman that's interviewing him. And he says, truth. He says, how long have you been providing illegal prescriptions? Okay. Now, assuming the lady didn't know what she was asking because she was being possessed at the time, he could have just said 2 years, and the lady would have snapped out of it and gone, why did you say 2 years? What does that mean? Oh, nothing. And then you're done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things about this movie it's characters do dumb things just so that there's tension. Like
dramatic tension. Yeah.
Like Olivia when she gets her first truth or dare in the library, She's asked, she says truth, and then she says, well, what's your secret about your best friend or whatever? And she yells out in the library, Marquis keeps fucking other people and cheating on her boyfriend. And Marquis and her boyfriend happened to be in the library at the time. Convenient.
Of course.
But why yell it? Whisper it.
Yeah, I have that in my notes too. What if she had just said it under her breath?
Yeah. Like you're answering the demon.
Or,
like you don't have to tell somebody unless that's the dare, right?
Yeah.
But you don't.
Which we do see later, but yeah.
Yeah, which we do see later, but okay. But or whisper it.
So yeah, I have that in my notes as well. I was like, well, what so? And I realize it's the first one, so there's some shock factor.
Sure.
And first of all, shouldn't there have been a chase scene?
How so?
Like if you get all these people, well, I mean, if you get all these people surrounding you, like shouldn't she have tried to break free from that and run? And
I think there should have been more of a build up to it.
Yeah.
Like you do that sort of thing where the camera pans around her and everyone's truth or dare, truth or dare, truth or dare. And they kind of do it. Yeah. But she's like, oh my God, I cave right away. Dare, truth, 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 truth,
Right. Yeah. Instead of like having it where one person just says truth or dare and then two more and then three more and five more and so on. Right.
Yeah.
And then you just, as she's on her way to see her friends. Right. So she just keeps getting harangued by them. Yeah. Yeah. It would have added to that dramatic tension they're trying to create anyway. So absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
And so we've determined the people that are being possessed, do they actually know they're being possessed?
No, because if you look at the doctor that is doing his interview, like he goes to stab himself in the eye, and she's like, "What are you doing?" Right?
Oh yeah.
And later on, like even when the other ones are being possessed to ask the next one in line. They don't realize that they're being possessed. Like it actually comes back in my notes here later on. Olivia gets a fearful look staring at the main dude, and Marquis stupidly asks, "What's going on?" What the fuck do you think's going on? What's been happening this entire movie?
Since you got back from Mexico.
Like at this point you've understood that, and you're on board with the fact that a demon is possessing people and is
everything.
You know it because it's happened to you twice now. So if Olivia gets a weird look on her face and is looking at the guy, maybe that's what's happening, you dumbass.
Yeah, especially since she had an actual photograph talk to her, or sorry, an old video of her dad talk to her.
Yeah. What's going on, Marquis? Dumbass. I hate it when fucking characters in horror movies do that. Wait, what's going on? What are you talking about? You know what's going on.
And okay, so the choice is truth or dare.
Yes.
Okay. So what? And I mean that in the sense that this demon doesn't give a shit, actually, if they played the game. He railroads them to whatever end he wants anyway.
Yeah.
For the most part, right? Like, a few of them work out, like, I dare you to break Olivia's hand. Okay, so she gets her hand broken. Okay, so what?
Yeah.
When when was it Ronnie or whatever, the dumb guy, the perv guy?
Yeah.
Like, he wants Ronnie to, what did he want him to do?
They dared him to show his dick in front of everyone in the bar.
Yeah, okay. So, public humiliation or death?
Yeah.
Not only that, but he's like, he goes to fall on the pool cue and someone catches him, and then he just, slip on a pool ball, bam, done. Like, he just railroads him to some evil end anyway, so why bother with the game?
Yeah.
Like, you can just possess these people and kill them in whatever creative way you think of.
Yeah.
Like, he could have easily, like, yeah, because it sounds like he could have just had Ronnie get off the table, go outside, punch a guy on a motorcycle, take his motorcycle, get chased by the cops and drive off a cliff or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah, you could have something much more exciting.
Like, you do whatever he wants, yeah. Let's go I dare you to rob a bank. Let's go rob a bank,
demon. All right.
Yeah. But that's the thing. He's not tricking them in anything. He's railroading them.
Pretty much.
Like like truth or dare. At the end, Olivia picks dare. Well, I dare you to tell Marky the truth about her dad.
Yeah.
Well, that's just truth.
Yeah,
Like
thank
you
you.
wanted truth.
Thank you.
So you just railroaded her.
Yeah.
It's I like you said, they were just putting him in situations to get to these moments they want to write.
That's exactly what it was. And it's like okay, so he phrased it differently. Ooh, you got her. Like,
yeah,
good for you.
Yeah, really. This is all of the storytelling. Like this is like setting up a wrestling match. You just set up the spot to get to the jump off the top rope, or the the big move. Like that's you have a couple little moves to get to the big move. That's about as far ahead as they thought. Like it's a wrestling match, we got to do these little moves, like have them have some secret about the dad, so that way there's something in her dad's almost a rapist.
Yeah, that's brought up halfway through the movie, but it ends up being like so big and so important apparently. And this is another thing too. These two girls, Marquis and Olivia, like Marquis gets so mad at the smallest shit. Like,
oh yeah, she's constantly angry.
She's constantly angry. She's like, "Oh my God, you told everyone that I cheat on my boyfriend. You're cheating on your boyfriend. I'm sorry, but you're in the wrong there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're the skank.
You committed the crime.
You're the skank.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you get to wear the red letter.
Yeah, but then later on, the demon says to Olivia, "I dare you to sleep with the boyfriend," and she gets mad. I'm like, you've been sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and now all of a sudden you're mad when he gets to sleep with your best friend? And then she storms off, and she's like, but the only reason she's doing it is because of this demon?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if anyone gets a hall pass, this is the time.
No, exactly. I'm kind of surprised that Marky didn't use it to be like, so that big guy over there, yep, I got dared to go fuck him. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
And I got dared to fuck him, and I got dared to fuck him, and I got dared to fuck that guy, and
yeah, I
and
got
her
dared
too,
to have a 12-band gangbang, so I'm gonna go. I'll be back later.
Yeah, I'm just taking more turns. I'll be right back.
But then the other thing is okay. So like the demon is doing that to piss the girls off or get them to hate each other,
I guess.
Okay, but then why is Penelope then told to go up on the roof and walk around the outside of the roof while drinking?
Yeah, this is almost like a severe after-school special now because her alcoholism is going to kill her.
Yeah, like
it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor, but it's like, well, so.
but that's what I don't understand. Like the demon is doing like with Olivia and Marquis and the dude. It's all, I'm going to fuck with you personally. And in this one, it's, I'm going to show you that alcohol abuse is bad and there's a moral thing to it. Like there's nothing consistent about this demon at all.
Yeah, he kills Ronnie, the pervert,
yeah,
because he wouldn't show his dick. Like, what? Why? Why? What? Like, where's the after-school special there? Like, shouldn't he get killed because he shows his dick? Because he's a perv? Shouldn't... Like, it seems almost pseudo-ironic deaths here, I think is what they were trying to go for. Like, the alcoholic will fall off a roof. What's that?
I think they were trying to go for it, yeah, but...
I think so, yeah. Yeah, that the alcoholic is going to, drink herself to death, literally. The whore will be outed and, have to suffer her best friend sleeping with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So she knows what it feels like to be cheated on. Like, if I didn't know better, I'd swear this demon was kind of looking out for them. He makes the gay guy come out to his dad to a degree. Like, there's a certain point where it's like, he's just
but
severely... it's just severe therapy?
Like Jigsaw was better at this. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so you make the gay guy come out to his dad. So? Now
he's better.
Now that he's done it, so what? You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Yeah.
like the one that eventually does kill him was kind of cool because he challenges him to take his dad's gun and make him beg for his life. And while he's doing that, his partner comes around and shoots him. Why he didn't shoot to fucking... Why he didn't, freeze first or hands up or whatever. But it's America. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Of course.
Which is really bizarre because he's Asian and not black. But anyway.
Well, he's not white. So
that's true. Very true.
That might have something to do with it. I don't know. But that's the thing. Would it have been cheating to tell Dad why? To say, like, listen, Dad, if you just say the words, this will be over.
Yeah.
If you say the words, I'll put the gun down. Like that. Ta-da! Like,
but I guess telling people about the demon wasn't a problem because they told the cops about it.
Yeah, which goes nowhere.
Which goes nowhere because obviously.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have the one wily cop that joins the game. You just have the cop's son gets killed.
Yeah.
And how is that? And you like if they link some of the deaths to the person, how is that linked? Is because it's not like the dad shot him.
No.
To make it personal, it's just death by cop, which doesn't like. There's no connection to like this was his stand-up kid. It's not like he was a criminal and then gets shot by a cop.
Yeah. He
was a good dude, right?
Yeah.
Like a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, exactly. He was just gay.
Yeah, so he has to get shot for that?
I guess. I don't know. Like that's the thing. Like there's no method to this.
Yeah, there's no.
And in horror,
maybe that's the point.
Yeah. Well, just in horror movies, the best ones, there's a reason for the killing.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah. So like I don't know. Just bad. Just fucking bad. And that's another thing. So I'm at like they go back and they get Carter to go to the church. And I'm like, so 3 college students drove to Mexico with a gun.
Yes.
And a big ass fucking knife. And they make it past the border? Bullshit.
How? I don't. That's why I swear they had the scenes of them going by that one sign when going to Mexico, like 1.5 miles or whatever. Yeah. I swear on the other side of that sign was just another 1.5 miles of road, nothing else, and they were just in Mexico.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? No border stop, no fence, no wall, just nothing but clear skies and road, and maybe some more welcome signs. Like,
yeah, you're just driving. You're in the States. You're driving towards the border. You got the windows down because it's a nice warm day. It's southern Nevada.
Sure.
And you're driving.
Yeah.
And then just all of a sudden you hear and you're in Mexico. Apparently that's how the border works in this movie.
I don't even think they have the musical fanfare. I think it's just this road that no one remembered. But they like these kids know about it.
Does the road become green, white, and red? Is that how you know you're in Mexico?
Yeah. There's just a tequila stand by the side of the road because only spring breakers go there. So, do you want another pistola? No. Okay, good. Don't worry. Just keep driving. Yeah. Creepy churches that way. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And do you only get one chance to complete the dare if you choose dare? And is there a time limit?
Yeah, I never saw a ticking clock.
Yeah, it's like, we'll try to get him to beg for his life. Well, how long are you going to wait?
Yeah, really.
You know what I mean? Like,
what if you'd taken his dad around the corner and then pulled his gun and they're just sitting there in the alleyway and the dad's like, no, this isn't the way to go about it. Just beg for your life. Oh, come on. I know you're sending a message. Just beg for your life. An hour later, come on, just say the words. No, son, really, we have to talk about this. And, like, what is the demon just sitting there with his watch going, hello?
It's like, all right, I'm getting bored.
Other cop, blammo.
Yeah, exactly. I like the scene. They're back at the house there before Penelope goes up on the on the roof. Olivia realized, she goes, "Oh, this was all my fault. I was the one that, took everyone to the thing." And then Marquis is like, "Yeah, it is your fault." And then Olivia turns back around and goes, "Wait a minute, it was your idea to bring me. So it's your fault." I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
How far back do I want to track that? Well, you pushed me over in grade school, so it's your fault we became friends. And so if I had done that, we wouldn't be here. Meh.
You learned about Mexico first, and you were the first one to say Mexico, which all led to this going to it now.
Yeah, exactly. You're the one who brought Penelope in. It's all her fault. She's the tequila addict.
Yeah. Well, if you weren't whoring around,
Yeah, really.
And so Olivia's keeping a secret from Marquis this whole movie, apparently. And it's just that her dad made a pass at her.
Yeah, Marky's dad made a pass at Olivia when they were. So, okay, let's talk about some good choices. First of all, according to the story, what was it? She was in a bad way because of what? Her parents? Something to do with Olivia's parents? I think.
What do you mean?
So she went. The reason she was in a bad way. She went over to.
She had a fight with her
Marky's
parents.
place looking. Yeah, she went over to Marky's place to look for Marky. The dad was there. He had been drinking. Invites her in, offers her a drink. Now, the dad's a drunk, right?
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Your friend's not there, and he offers you a drink, and you decide to stay and drink and drink and drink. Now, I'm not blaming her. Obviously, he's totally in the wrong.
But
he's totally in the wrong.
But personal choice should have to come into play sometime here. I mean, come on.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not.
I don't want to victim blame, but let's just say
no.
Let's just say within the realm of this movie, she's fucking stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, and to hide that from her friend, I get it. But at the same time, I don't. It's like, listen, this got fucking awkward. And hey, I shouldn't have drank as much as I did. Being, yeah. But at the same time, neither should he. And
right.
He made a pass at me, and I know it sucks, but now so we're still good. You know what I mean? Like, if her friendship mattered more than, obviously, why she would want to keep that from her friend, I'm not 100% sure.
Well, the thing was that he killed himself. And you're led to believe that because she eventually, he pursues, the father pursues with Olivia, she throws him off and says, "You're better off dead." Which,
okay, yeah,
it's a very high level of reaction to that, but okay.
Yeah, so there's some choices made there.
Yeah, but then the father later ends up killing himself. And we're led to assume that it's because of this interaction, which is why she hasn't told Marquis. Right?
Yeah, I guess. But, so yeah, I mean, obviously the dad was completely in the wrong, and also severe reaction to you're better off dead. It's like, well, if you took that to heart, it's like, well, dude,
Yeah, okay, he came onto you, but you kissed him. You actually, she says, he kissed me, I kissed him back. It's you were part of this. This was a two-way street. Oh, by the way, you should kill yourself.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so there we go. Yes. So, right, she does admit it was a two-way street, right?
Yes.
At least for a moment.
Yeah.
She had a moment of weakness.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't. Thank goodness, it wasn't full-on assault.
Right.
That's I never like that in my movies, or at any time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. At any point in time. But anyway, the what I'm trying to say is okay. So yeah, if you are partially in and then you back out, why do you all of a sudden tell the guy to kill himself?
Yeah, it's a very big overreaction, and then of course he did kill himself, and now she's. But that secret never even comes up throughout most of the movie until she turns to turns to the guy and says, I have a big secret that I can't tell Marquis about. And at that point, the devil's got to go, jackpot, thanks.
Yeah, really.
I didn't know about this, but now I'm going to try to get that out of you.
Well, actually, to be honest, I think that this demon knows already a lot of this stuff.
I don't know if he does.
Like, how does he... Like, okay, so how does this thing gather information? Does he know the gay guy is gay because he talks about it, or because he's getting inside this guy's head?
Well, I think he mentioned it in the
same
church.
with the alcoholism, right?
Well, the
Yeah.
alcoholism was easy. She's constantly drinking.
Okay, then how does the demon know Marky's is cheating?
Because they keep mentioning it. They mentioned it during the at the church. Like, he mentions that he's gay at the church. He mentions that he's a pervert. Like, he makes note that he's a pervert at the church. He mentions the guy, somebody brings up the illegal prescriptions at the church.
Yeah.
So there's all this stuff that they're just revealing in front of what I assume the demon is there in the church.
And when do they talk about the whoring around?
I think they mentioned that at the church. She makes some kind of comment about it.
And so that's my point. Is the demon limited to everything that was said there, or does he travel back and forth to the States and Mexico?
Well,
does he cross that border too?
I think that when he becomes attached to them at the church, and then he's just attached to them, and so he learns as they go on, right?
He's jumping between them for the game.
I would imagine he's with all of them.
Well, he must be, obviously, because he's possessing people around them and stuff.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
So, like he doesn't know that. He may not know about the whoring around, but then he says, "Well, what's the biggest secret, or what's a secret that Marquis has told you not to tell anybody?" And that's what she says in the library, that she's been sleeping around. Right. So that's a truth.
Right. Yeah, it's a truth, but how did the demon know that she had that big secret to tell?
Well,
or did he?
I imagine the demon probably just understood that, between two girls at college, they probably have secrets between each other, right?
So he's been keeping up with modern life. That's good.
Yeah.
He's been LOLing.
Maybe that's his go-to first one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's his go-to crowd work, you know what I mean? Let's get to the end, because... the end frustrated me, and still frustrates.
Well, we had I did kind of like the pseudo action movie No moment where Penelope basically dives right in front of the gun.
Oh yes, when they meet up with the chick from the very first scene. Yeah. Why does Penelope jump in front of the bullet?
I don't know. Like, she seems more partial to Marky than Olivia.
And did you notice? Because right before that scene is the one where she's walking around on the roof, right?
Yeah.
And she was already hammered. And then she picks up another, 26er of vodka, and she has to drain it before she stops, right?
Yeah.
So then you get the whole thing where they try to put the mattress over the fence.
Yeah.
And the mattress just fucking crumbles. It's like the worst mattress ever, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, it's like it's made of paper.
So that doesn't work. So she gets the brilliant idea of trying to drive a car through the fence.
Yeah.
Because, that's a good idea. But anyway, so Penelope's drinking as they go all the way around. And at the end of that scene, she goes, "Oh, I got the text from this girl that we tried to find. She wants to meet us somewhere." Did you notice and they go that night? It's obvious because it's still night, right?
Yeah.
So there's only maybe 20 minutes time lapse, maybe? You would agree to this?
If that.
You would agree with that? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you notice when they got out of the car, Penelope wasn't acting drunk?
Oh, she was fine, yeah.
She was completely sober fucking 20 minutes later.
Absolutely.
After, 2 26ers of vodka?
She should have been dead or unconscious, at least.
Yeah.
Or still throwing up.
Yeah. If anything, she should not have felt anything from the bullet. She should have been feeling no pain.
They could have just put a squeeze of lime in that bullet hole because it's still alcoholic.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Sorry, so let's go to the end then.
Yeah, so at the end, so they go through this whole convoluted thing where they meet up with this old lady who used to be one of the nuns, and they have to get Carter's tongue back into a little clay pot and then have him read this thing over and over and over again.
Well, kind of reverse order.
Yeah,
but...
in order to trap the demon. Okay, fine. So they pick up Carter. Just Marquis, the dude, and Olivia left. They pick up Carter. They drive to the thing, which they're able to find miraculously. You know, having only been there once.
Absolutely. They get wherever they need to go, whenever they need to get there.
Shit goes wrong. The demon tries to interplay. The demon ends up killing Carter and killing the guy.
So the demon kind of cheats.
Yeah. Yeah, because at that point, the demon was the guy's turn. And the demon...
Yeah, it was Lucas's turn.
Yeah, it was Lucas's turn, and he was dared to kill either Marquis or Olivia. So he walks away. Okay?
Yeah.
So he doesn't do the dare.
Well, yeah, he's sacrificing himself. He knows if I don't complete the dare, I'm going to die.
Right.
And he can't choose which woman to kill, so he's like, yeah, I'll just die instead.
So he walks away, but anyway, the demon takes over his body because duh.
Yeah.
He goes over, grabs the knife that Carter is trying to cut out his own tongue with, and stabs Carter.
Yep, so he cheats. Exactly, yeah. It wasn't Carter's turn. Carter wasn't being dared to do anything.
Right. And
he took over Lucas's body, not to kill Lucas for not completing the dare, but to kill someone else. So he's just basically, oh shit, the game's gonna end. Well, I better cheat so I can keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. So then he ends up killing Lucas, or Lucas ends up killing himself. And they they do the thing where they... Anyway, whatever. She ends up talking to the demon and say, okay, truth, how can I survive? They get the demon to play truth or dare. When the demon hasn't been playing this whole time, but somehow she convinces the guy making the rules to change the rules.
Well, using one of the rules against him, supposedly, right? Once you're asked, you're playing.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what they said. Once you asked, you're playing, so she asked the demon to play truth or dare, so the demon's now in.
Right. Okay. And because they're at the church, you have to be at the church in order to be asked to play.
To bring a new person in,
right.
Yeah.
That becomes important in my question later.
Yep.
So, he says, no, there's no way to do it unless you bring me more people to play. So she makes a fucking YouTube video and puts it out to the world, truth or dare.
Right. She films it from the church.
From the church. But this doesn't make any sense because you've already said that anyone being brought into the game must be in the church.
Exactly.
But we see it work through the power of
worldwide.
The internet.
Yeah. Yeah, so it changes rules right at the end just to have a more dramatic ending.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because the whole point about Carter luring them there, instead of walking up to her in a bar and saying truth or dare and then leaving, was you have to be at that touch point to get into this particular game.
Yeah, to be added to the game, yeah.
So she did the, I guess, the demonic equivalent of, like, table poker versus online poker?
She basically did a worldwide Rickroll of death.
Yeah, of death, yeah. And how does that work? Is it like you got to wait several years now because you have thousands of other people that go before you before it's your turn? Like, are they all playing in one game? One really large game? Does that mean everybody's going to have some weird death eventually?
And does that mean that you're okay with doing either a dare or a truth eventually?
Yeah, which will most likely get you killed.
Yeah.
And then do you have to wait several years while it goes around the world? And who's first?
Yeah.
Who's next? How do you determine the order?
Yeah, exactly. And
this demon better have some air miles. because he's got a lot of traveling to do.
Well, he does travel right through the internet there, right at the end.
So she spread this virus worldwide.
Yeah.
To save her and her friend, because I guess she figures, well, I have to wait till 6 billion other people play this game first before I have to.
Yeah, which goes completely against her own character, because at the beginning of the movie, she's asked the question, aliens have landed, and either the aliens kill all of your friends here, but you get out of Mexico safely, and then they leave, or they kill everyone in Mexico, but you guys get home safely. She goes,
right.
Sorry, guys, I killed, she says, basically she says, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Yes, she Spocks that shit.
Yeah. But then at the end of the movie, she's like, well, okay, well, if we die, then the game ends. But I don't want to die, so I'm going to make the rest of the world play the game.
Right, so the ending should have been her and Marky stay there and play until they're dead.
Well, just kill themselves.
Or murder-suicide.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So is that the character growth of the movie?
Or you could have given it like a Saw ending where Marky kills herself and Olivia, having been the only ones to survive, says the words and cuts her tongue out. And she becomes the old lady.
There you go. Yeah.
Right? Keeping that secret forever, she outweigh the needs of the many. She never talks again. She can't do any more good. Like her YouTube channel's gone. Maybe they show her just silently helping and building homes for humanity, but never talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Why not have that ending?
Yeah, or how about the fact that she's now the one that basically invoked the demon, therefore if she gets everyone in the world to play and then cuts out her tongue and puts it in the jar, the demon goes away. Right? Yeah.
Well, whichever, yeah. I suppose, you can still have the internet message, but she has to cut her tongue out. So that scene with her and Marky driving, that should have been a flashback to her cutting her own tongue out, a la, Saw style, where they show Buddy sawing his leg off.
Yeah. It's just,
and then so it should have been Marky driving and her and the with like cotton in her mouth or whatever, and they're gonna live, but Olivia can't talk anymore.
Yeah,
or something. Like, yeah. But no, they want to have a dark and edgy ending, so she goes completely against character.
Yeah, she goes like that's her growth from being so philanthropic to becoming an asshole, save oneself,
to fuck everybody. Yeah, exactly.
That's the growth. That's the arc of the character.
Is a descent, really? It's
okay.
Yeah, or shouldn't have been Marky that comes up with this and said, because she was always needs of the few, right? Take care of us first, and everyone else later. Yeah, so Marky should have made the video,
pretty much,
on the channel, right? On using your friend's channel, on Olivia's channel.
Yeah,
I guess. And sorry, any more on that? Because I got another sticking point too. Okay, so Lucas. Let's talk about Lucas. Gets into a love triangle. Okay, he's with the hot girl, and then oh no, another hot girl is in love with me, and oh no, the demon made me do it. I've got to fuck her.
Yeah.
And what does that come to? Nothing. All this will they, won't they, Ross and Rachel is nothing because, no, I was in love with the hotter girl.
Yeah.
Men prefer blondes? Is that the old Marilyn Monroe thing? Is that what, that's what his story ends up being? Oh no, I'm really in love with Marky. Well, first of all, why? She's been cheating on you like it's her job.
And she's a workaholic.
And she is working overtime, if she was getting paid, she could have bought Mexico, apparently.
Yeah, she could have built the wall herself.
Yeah, that's right. Rebuild that church. But so why? Okay, well, forgiveness is divine, sure, but he has no divine moment of forgiveness.
No.
There's no moment of understanding where it's okay, I love you. Let's work through it. Like, there's no reconciliation there to earn that back. And secondly, like, you've built up this will they, won't they finally, and then they fuck, and he's like, no. Like, why? Why even have it? Just so that way they can have, okay, well, he gets laid by both girls. So
yeah, I guess.
How is that? How is that terror?
Well, the big
sure,
the big thing.
It's a go
ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say it's a comeuppance for Marky, right? That's the only way that works. But wouldn't it have played out better if it was someone that wasn't actually interested in Lucas? So kind of forcing two people to that don't want to have sex with each other have sex with each other.
Sure. And to be honest, they're being haunted by this evil demon. Would you be able to perform sexually under that kind of pressure?
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so there, I think you're getting to the crux of my point, though. Had the tension been that he has actually had this crush for her the whole time, then there would have been a release, at least, right? They would have had this. The tension is over. Now they can actually fuck because they've been wanting to for years.
Right.
The problem is that he's apparently not that into it because he wants to go back with Marky.
But that's another thing they do, too, because right after that, she says, I have to fuck you because that's my dare. And he's like,
oh, woe is me.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, well, let's get her done then. And then she stops him and says, you're only doing this because of the dare. And he says, no, you're doing it because of the dare. I'm doing it because I want to. And then she's like, oh, okay, then we can do this now. And I'm like,
yeah.
The implications of that back and forth blow my mind because she's saying, wait a minute, I'm not going to let you fuck me unless you actually want to, even though it'll mean I die.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, no, you're the one being made to do this. I'm actually a prick. My girlfriend's been cheating on me. Let's get her done.
Yeah. I want a revenge fuck.
Yeah.
Because that's what that works out to be. Because apparently he's still in love with Marky. And that's my point.
You're right. And then like two scenes after that, he's like, well, tell them
the truth. He gets the truth, doesn't he?
Gets when she gets the face while she's writing him, which boner killer.
Yeah. Big time. Yeah.
So apparently,
what if she was blowing him at the time?
Well, I was just going to say, apparently you don't have to finish to actually sleep with someone, so that's good to know.
Apparently, yeah.
According to this demon. Yeah, but she gets the big grin on her face, and I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm not into clowns. This is over.
I liked Heath Ledger's Joker, but not that much. Yeah. Actually, that was more Nicholson than anything else.
Yeah. I don't have a Pennywise.
That doesn't
fetish,
make it better.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that whole thing bothered me too. I am right.
So
with you.
yeah, so I had to bring it up because I was like, well, wait a second, what the hell did they do that for? Like, it wasn't like it was Lucas and Olivia driving off into the sunset, because that's usually how these things end.
Right.
Usually the will they won't they relationship does resolve itself, and they ride off into the sunset, or one of them has to make a noble sacrifice.
Yeah.
Having professed the long love.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. And so they just wanted to do that. Well, let's fly in the face of that. So what would be the opposite of that? We'll set up the will they, won't they? And then the answer is they won't.
Yeah. Which is always the more interesting answer.
Yeah. Well, because like hypothetically, what this movie would tell us, if they had, say, a normal vacation in Mexico, and maybe they went a little what happens in Mexico stays in Mexico, and Olivia and Lucas had hooked up, say, on their last night, hypothetically.
Sure.
What the implication is that that would have been just a booty call, and by the time they got back to the States, Lucas would have been like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I'm still in love with Marquis.
Yeah, and of course he wouldn't have known, had the demon uninterfered, that she was, having a lot of guests.
Yeah. So just a few things on this movie. The game Truth or Dare has existed by record for centuries. The earliest is known as in the year 1712. Suggesting that the origin began as a Christmas game of questions and commands.
Nothing celebrates the Lord's birthday.
Well, actually, this does make sense, because over in England, it's tradition on Christmas to play parlor games.
Oh, sure.
Like charades or whatever. So this could be one of those particular ones.
It's one you can do while drinking, so Why not, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jeff Wadlow, the writer-director, pitched nothing but the title and the opening sequence to Jason Blum to get him to sign on to the film.
Is that all you need?
Apparently.
So, I'd like to have seen the pitch for A Quiet Place. They just say the title and just sit there for 10 minutes. And Jason Blum's like, sold,
done.
I'll give you 10 million, or whatever they spent.
I bet after reading that, Jordan Peele's all pissed off because he went in with the whole, okay, so this guy and white girl, and then they're together, and then you go over here and you see how this intersects with this, and I'm going to hint at this, but then go over here and this back, and then Jesse Owens and the grandfather and this and that, and at the end. Great, go for it. Go ahead, Jordan Peele. I fund your movie. Next.
Yeah.
Next. I want to make a movie about Truth or Dare. Go for it. Yes. Next.
A Quiet Place. Okay.
Done. Love it. Go for
done.
it.
Yep, just done.
I'm making it rain up in this bitch,
Yeah. There's one poor guy out in the waiting room going, come on, man, just think of a title. Just think of a clever title.
All I need is a title. Why did I stay up drinking last night?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's my birthday. I wish I could just live this day over. I know. Happy Death Day.
Next guy walks in. Clue. No, they already did that. Sorry, you're the one guy I'm not financing today.
Dude, they're remaking Clue.
Okay. I wasn't in on that meeting. If it's a horror movie, now we know what happened. Clue. Go for it.
All right. So as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story. Mark?
Well, I think I already tipped my hand to mine, and I do remember one of my notes I had for Or Is It was that it was the best thing to happen to a young man struggling with his sexuality and being open with who he was.
There you go.
But I'm going to take it one step further and say this is the most aggressive form of therapy I've ever seen, but it's effective.
Yeah. Jigsaw should take notes.
The truth will out.
There you go. Not only set you free, but also kill you.
Yeah.
I have 3.
Okay.
1, is it how YouTube destroyed the world? Or is it Aphex Twin the movie?
Okay.
If you don't get that one, just Google image search Aphex Twin.
All right.
You'll get it. Or is it Trump's best argument for building a wall on Mexico's border?
Oh.
Because you got to keep them demons out. We don't need demons coming up here, telling us truth or dare. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Make the best wall. We already have the best demons here. We don't need any more demons.
They're taking away American demon jobs. I don't want any Canadian demons. I don't want any Mexican demons.
They're bringing their demon diseases and their demon terrorists.
No.
Gonna build a nice demon wall.
Yeah. I've consulted with the Pope. He's going to come bless the wall.
Oh, I know. This show won't get released for a couple of weeks, but I'm pretty confident that will still be a relevant joke by the time this gets released.
I think so.
So that's gonna about do it for Truth or Dare on the best of the worst of 2018. I'm Derek.
And I mean Mark.
Join us next time. We'll take a look at the sequel to this week's movie, where more millennials are possessed by a Truth or Dare playing demon in Truth or Dare 2. I can't even.